Chakras. The word chakra is an ancient Sanskrit word that means spinning wheel. So chakras are these energy centers within our body and actually extend outside of our body. But when we tap into these energy centers, it can create a peace, improved health, and alignment, all within your purpose. Hey, vibrant visionaries. I want to introduce myself to the world of YouTube. My name is Laura Carey-Blackman, and I am an energy healing practitioner and a nutrition coach that uses holistic practices really just to illuminate the path to inner harmony. So this Chakra 101 info session will provide foundational information about understanding 7 of our chakras. And although we have more than 7, the ones I'm going to talk about are the commonly known energy centers. So the chakras, or energy centers, regulate parts of our body while connecting to nature as well as throughout the universe. Now, before I begin, I want to share that chakras are very delicate, and it doesn't take much for them to actually become imbalanced. So caring for our chakras, or chakras, however you decide to pronounce them, they are going to improve our physical, mental, energetic, spiritual, emotional bodies. And when we're not caring for them like we need to, we're going to experience some discomfort. So let's talk about the chakras that actually govern our physical body. So they are the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. So when we have these 3, they are actually the lower levels of our body. So let's talk about the root chakra first. The root chakra is known as our base or foundational chakra, and the Sanskrit for the root chakra is Muladhara. Mula meaning root, and Alhadra meaning existence. And this energy center is actually located at the base of our spine, pelvic area, and the color that's associated with it is red. So the root chakra is all about focusing on our basic needs, which is why it's like the foundation. It needs to meet safety, trust, and survival for us. So we want to feel secure within ourselves, within our homes, with our family, with relationships, whether it's professional or personal. And we want to set that foundation. And when we set that foundation, it looks like we're thinking clearly, we're focused, we even react better to situations that are challenging. We're rooted, we're grounded, which is why it is what it is. And it's also associated with our adrenal glands, our bladder, our kidney, our spine, our legs, our immune system, our feet, our ankles. And this is really just to give you a glimpse of how the root chakra, that energy center, how it's connected to other parts of our body. So what does it look like when our root chakra is imbalanced or blocked? Fear. Fear shows up and it disrupts our flow of energy. So when we're afraid, we're putting ourselves out of alignment. So think about it. Think about a time when you were afraid. Were you afraid to lose a person within a relationship, whether it was platonic or romantic? Were you afraid of losing someone because they were dying and transitioning? Did you ever feel afraid of being evicted or not being able to pay a bill? Or were you afraid of how you would be scrutinized at work? If you are a human being, then you have experienced some level of fear at some point throughout your lifetime. That means your sense of security has been disrupted, and now you have an imbalance. So depending on how long you wait to actually address this imbalance, there are going to be symptoms that are connected to it. So symptoms that are going to be connected to it are going to be like digestive problems, weight issues, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, have trouble concentrating, constipation where you can't let it out or you let it out too fast with the diarrhea, self-confidence. So one of the things that I always say about our body is that it will let you know that you have to heal and that you can't suppress anything and think that you're getting away with it, because it's going to tell you that you really need to take care of yourself. So because what you want to suppress, whether it's mental, emotional, energetic, spiritual, it will show up as a physical symptom. So one of the things that we are able to do is be able to correct it. So how can we actually go about balancing our root chakra? We can nurture ourselves. We nurture ourselves with movement, eating nutrient-dense foods that are actually red in color, like strawberries, raspberries, cherries, tomatoes, the red peppers, pomegranates, beets, watermelon, which is one of my favorites, especially if it's seeded, cinnamon. So these foods actually contain some vitamin C and potassium. That's the nutrition. But you can also get some movement like hiking, walking, and gardening, putting your hands and your feet and your body on the earth. That's going to help begin restoring and maintaining that balance that you have for your root chakra and others. It's not that it's isolated. Now let's move on to the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra, which is also known in Sanskrit as Swadhisthana. Swa meaning one's own, and Adhasana meaning home. I hope I pronounced that right. So it's all a learning experience for us, for me too. Now, when I hear the word sacral from the sacral chakra, I hear sacred. So this is how we can get the sacredness within this particular chakra. And we can do this, one, understanding where it's located, which is just below the belly button. And this chakra holds our emotions, our pleasures, our passions. Our creative energy is here. When we have intimacy, which is sex and connection, that's here. Reproduction, so fertility is here. And it's that our reproductive organs are actually governed here as well. In addition to the sacral chakra focusing on our intestines, our spleen, our liver, our hormones, and did I tell you it's the color orange? That's what the sacral chakra is also associated with. So when the sacral chakra is balanced, you may be sexually aroused. You may find that you're looking to do activities that's going to bring you joy, because it's all about pleasure. You might find joy in eating, you might find joy in drinking, but also on the other hand, if it's in balance, you may notice emotions like guilt, moodiness, boredom, just not really feeling joyful. So you can also have pelvic pain, urinary tract issues, and hormonal imbalances that are connected to addictions. So the terminology between hormonal imbalances and addictions, that's like a whole nother topic for another day. But you can also encounter fertility problems, a low libido, and lower back pain. But there's something that you can do, of course. How can you actually go about balancing your sacral chakra? First thing that you have to do, first and foremost, you must know and act like you are deserving of the joyful experiences that you really want to happen. As long as your experiences are not hurting anybody, you deserve all the good. You deserve all the fun. You deserve all the smiles. So you got to be receptive and generous by doing these experiences with love and peace. Try being near water. Walk over by an ocean, the rivers, or the lake. Think about those childhood activities that you love to do that brought you joy. And if you find that you are looking for some food to nourish that sacral chakra, think of eating foods that are vibrant in orange color or citrus, like oranges, tangerines, mangoes. We got other citrus foods that you can think of: sweet potatoes, pumpkin, butternut squash, passion fruit. And these are just a few. It's not the end all and be all. But if you find that you have addictions to where you're challenged with overeating or drinking too much alcohol, you want to avoid finding pleasure that really has to deal with your mouth. So start to reprogram your brain with other ways that can add to your happiness, because happiness is a state of being. It is already here. You just really got to choose it. So what could you do in order to add to that? So we've talked about the root chakra, we talked about the sacral chakra, and now it's time to talk about the solar plexus. So, which is still part of the governing body, and the solar plexus is located just above our belly button. So when we are focusing on our solar plexus, we are really looking at, oh, totally forgot. Let's talk about some language. The Sanskrit name for it, totally forgot. So the Sanskrit name is Manipura, which means this illustrious gem. So when you think about this chakra, where I said it's already located just above your belly button, this is the energizer chakra too. This is the one that governs our choices, that's like connected to willpower, your self-esteem, and you having achievements. So I don't know if I said already that the color is yellow, but that's our sacral chakra. I mean, the solar plexus chakra. So how do we know our solar plexus is balanced? Because you got that confidence. When you got that confidence about yourself and the choices and the actions that you're taking, how did that feel? It felt real good. Your solar plexus really allows you to just shine. And because you know who you are at the present moment, makes it easier, because you're coming more as your authentic self. So no matter what you experience and no matter what challenge you encounter, you feel free, where you actually are able to adapt. So when it's flipped and we are imbalanced or blocked with our solar plexus, it looks like someone who's always trying to take control. So whether that's you, or if you have seen it, that this person has tunnel vision in order to just have this power, and that leads back to control. So having self-doubt, being insecure and not trusting yourself, not really showing up as who you know you really are, that's how you know that there's an imbalance or a block. So the solar plexus also governs our intestines, our spleen, our liver, our pancreas, and our gallbladder. So if you've noticed, also, this is the third chakra that we've been talking about, that some of the organs and glands happen to overlap in addition to the symptoms. So just being able to know exactly how you're feeling or what you're experiencing at the moment could let you know exactly where you might have some energetic imbalance. Now, how could we actually go about healing an imbalanced solar plexus? You can wear the color yellow. Eat yellow foods like pineapple, mango, like yellow squash, the yellow bell peppers, bananas, grapefruit. You can have tea blends, or you can have eggs too if you're an egg eater. But turmeric, holy basil, ginger are some of the foods that you can consume. You can also take a walk in the sun. You can sit around a campfire. You can do breath work that really focuses on your upper abs. Meditation is like the key. Meditation is medicine. So you can meditate for like everything. So when the healing begins for the solar plexus, what you might notice is that you might feel tired or nauseous. You might even feel bloated or triggered from past emotions that might come to the surface. Avoid suppressing anything that comes up like that, because that's really all a part of your healing process. So now when you think about the body, from like, body, mind, and spirit, you know that they are talking about the root, sacral, and solar plexus that governs the body part of that. So I'm really excited that I had a chance to share and just review some basic information with you in regards to the governing parts of the chakras of the root, sacral, and solar plexus. But if you have any questions, comment in, ask in the comments below. And I really want to thank you for watching, and hit that like button. That like button is somewhere. Hit it. And if you think that there are any of your friends, any of your peeps that could benefit from this video, share. Sharing is caring. So if you do have questions, one of the things I didn't mention is yoga poses, even though I did talk about movement, but yoga poses can help you with each of your chakras that we're talking about today, and that you'll find that's in the next video. But I really want to thank you for taking the time to share with me and learn a little bit more about the chakras.